And Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that was one I kind of saw coming. Charge at a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
6, Mega. Let's go now. Yellow, ready.
They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler.
Here's a diving catch right side. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set, ready, black one, black force, set.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Yellow, opposite, green. Check white.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Down, ready.
Scatterbury is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
32.
They'll look to throw forward with Rattler.
Buying time to his left. It's their quarterback. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Dancing to his left.
Well, Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
47 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 25.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Trail green. 33. Slide through. Black shot.
To the air is Rattler. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Black oak. Red. 38. Black. Red. Green jack. Plastic. 6.
Here's Rattler. Open man downfield is Davis.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
Black clock. Come on.
Up the middle with Barkley. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. The moment the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for him. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Richardson. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now it's Richardson.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Richardson.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the slant, it's Fant.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Going right back to Fant.
Touchdown! Noah Fant from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there as their teammates lost.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
45, wide, 6, mega.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and a yard. Richardson looking to throw.
Flush to his right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
And this really is a good defense because what they've done is focus on stopping the running game and being physical against it.
And the numbers, they really bear that out. They're currently 5th in the National Football League in rushing defense. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
10 plus, ready.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. And he is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Throwing is Rattler. This will be caught once again by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. 33. Yep, right, white. Set, go.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
45. Hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now Rattler.
Uncorks one for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
From the gun, here's Rattler.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
50, green. Slide through. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
White. Come on, set. Red, 30, red, yellow. Set.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10.
Red, cycle. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Blue, striker. Black, shot.
Back to throw again.
On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black, 95. Black Ultra. Ready?
Rattler going to look to throw again.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jacoby Bennett has it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
18,
Here's Richardson to throw.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Harrison Jr.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Drill, 52. Lasso. Let's go now. 60 red. Ready.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Anthony Boole's on the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack. And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
Here we go. 52 Bulls. Ready.
On play action, Rattler.
Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Yellow. 30. Smash. Red. Hut.
To the air is Rattler.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's brought down. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Red. Yellow. Red. Cycle. Claws red. Hut.
Here's Rattler. Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17.
To the air once more is Rattler.
And he rifles one incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Rattler. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a 16-point deficit.
Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
Richardson.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
There to grab it. Into space at the 45.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now Richardson.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Forced out to his left. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain anything.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem redeem themselves.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Field, black. Ready?
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Rattler working out of the gun. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the shotgun, Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That's caught by Harrison, right side. There he goes again. And down to the 29-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play.
And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Here we go. Start. 60 Maverick.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Richardson looking to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings
Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Okay, break. Squad red. Let's go now. 10 black, red, cycle. You, yellow. Cut, cut.
Throwing is Rattler. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
14 yards.
6,
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
ready.
Rattler wants to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Now Rattler. It's Kelsey on the ground. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14.
Steelers first down.
And Rattler, he'll throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Blue 30,
From the gun, here's Rattler. Steps away. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley is not going to go a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
black, next set.
Barkley again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone. And this time he is in. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Steelers will line up for the
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
Steelers 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Gain of 15.
Now it's Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll line wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete. It's Okuwebe now.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here's Richardson to throw.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Completes it to Fant on the right side.
Touchdown, Vikings! Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
42. Steelers.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Rattler.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Toward the pylon, caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Noah Fant from a yard out.
And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. On his loop for the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
49. Steelers, 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Here we go, set.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Black Ultra. Down. 60, drill green. Slide blue. Hut, hut.
To the air is Rattler. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
At the 17-yard line.
Field, black. 6, mega. Hut.
He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 11-yard line.
Claws red. Smash red. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Movement. Ready. 50. Blue striker. Set cut.
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Steelers 35.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. A rifle swing, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at the 35-yard line. In all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here's 1st and goal.
Down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Steelers 42.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they're giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Here's Richardson.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and
he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all the zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
And this will be caught, but forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditional is not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a